Good morning, Internet, and welcome back to Badlands. I just started getting my liquid oxygen going just as these rockets were landing. So I'm now getting them fueled up, getting their fuel adjusted for liquid oxygen because it is so much more efficient fuel wise. Unfortunately, I'm still in the 1 kilogram packets. I burned pretty much all my ceramic getting over here. So hopefully that'll be good enough. I'll deconstruct the oxalate refinery because I don't need it anymore once I get this built. Hopefully these didn't soak up too much fuel and they'll be able to launch. I got just enough fullerene off of my first couple of rocket missions to get liquid oxygen going. And hopefully now with this rocket mission being back, I can get enough supercoolant for the liquid hydrogen side. Yeah, and I got this little space scanner for that rocket. Liquid came in over here. Yeah, so I think I hooked that up to solar. Whatever. They should start dumping supercoolant in over here. And then I'm bringing oxygen in. As I can, I gotta wait for it to circulate a bit before I can get up to 10 kilogram packets. And then I'm starting to convert this area over so I can do hydrogen rockets on this side. This might be too close. I'm just thinking hydrogen rockets kick off a lot of hot. Actually, I'm going to go through and redo these anyway. Now that I can do thermium, I can go put these all the correct distance. And I think thermium will still overheat because they produce heat. Not sure. I'll have to look into that. Alright. And deconstruct all of those, and then I can build them back out of thermium. Now, see how much thermium do I have? 3,000 should be just enough. So I want that just close enough to hit that. And that dumps. Okay. These don't have an overheat temperature, so I don't think I need to make them out of thermium. Fix all my power wires. And then this one made out of thermium, just enough to hit that guy. Oh, puts it right in line with the ladder. Alright, deconstruct the ladder. Oh, that's annoying. Apparently I'm lining up straight with the ladders. That's fine. Oh, see, now you're one thing. Okay, so they are the wrong distance. So I don't need to destroy the ladders. I want everything to be all nice and even, and that's just not the way the math works out. So yeah, you can be there. You go there. Yeah, now you're one over from the ladder. Yeah, so now that I need to deconstruct. I'll get this sorted eventually. No, one more. I'll probably have to move all my piping around, but we'll get there. And of course I end up with a bit left over. Fine, we'll call it good enough. So we're all chromium. Yeah, we're good. Alright guys, come build. Come build faster. First rocket done yet? 6:30, but I think I've got too much liquid fuel in it, so let's just crank it up a bit. I'm just waiting until that retracts, because that means I've got enough fuel in it. There it is. Ooh, Paku. I've actually started getting some Paku. I was thinking about maybe going into surf and turf later. Not like I don't have the meat for it. But I need someone to destroy that first. Let's see, here's my Paku collection. Because they will go and flop over into the water for me. Perfect. Collection of fishies. Alright, and what have I got left? 3 left. To analyze. Gas giant. Ooh, aluminum and fossil, nice. I was hoping for a gilded, one of the ones that has huge amounts of fullerene, but this is the one I'm going to as soon as I get hydrogen. And then I'm out researching these. That had fullerene and steel, so I might actually head up that way. Alright, we got some future cargo missions to get to. And you should be making, yeah, you're making stuff. Alright, how's this doing? Now these have an overheat temperature of 975, so it should be that even if regolith falls on these, they just cool themselves off in the hot regolith. So we'll see if that works. Automatic dispensers don't have an overheat temperature, they don't care. So we should be good on that front. This is all staying nice and cool. Alright, let's get rid of this and try not to break everything. Already got that gas pipe disconnected. Oh, actually I did that wrong. I need it connected to pressurize the shovels. And then this pipe can be disconnected. And deconstruct buildings. I'm still doing background buildings. I want buildings. Come on, you should be sending a couple of packets through. I just realized that my telescope doesn't have a whole lot of oxygen, so we'll do that. Actually, that's the same pipe. That's no good. Oh, that's what's going on. How did I screw this up? I think this pipe, now we don't want to bridge it that way. Nah, it'll sort itself out. No, you're filling that up. Sometimes the spaghetti just gets so confusing you just gotta stop and look at it and be like, okay, which pipe is actually going where? So one of my electrolyzers is feeding the bottom, which is keeping that full. The other electrolyzer is feeding the top. And this electrolyzer and one from down the bottom are feeding this pipe. Okay, yeah, so some is getting by, it's just not as much because of the 50-50. And since this pipe is generally full, we can do this. And take some overflow onto it. Who's starving? Shovels. Did I set this down? Alright. Yep, somehow I hit the pause button. Alright, so I was just figuring out various pipings, waiting for some supercoolant to get into here. I don't think they've made any yet, but I haven't gotten any oxygen around because filling up at 1K a second just takes a while. So oxygen flashes above negative 180. So this is already 20 degrees above that. So I gotta wait till that cycles quite a bit before I'll have enough temperature to make it back. I mean, coming out of the outpipe, it's coming out nice and cold. Food poisoning. I've got food poisoning. Alright, where are my research missions? They've still got another 8 cycles to come back. Then I can switch them over to liquid oxygen. Alright, meantime, for the rest of the base, since that was a big focus, I've got a bunch of digging queued up. Got the entire base explored. Yeah, no more geysers. And nice ice biome up into space. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm gonna skip this rocket. No point in putting a rocket there, it's just gonna cook everything. Rather give it some more space. So this will be the first of the hydrogen rockets. And I know you don't have to build them on bunker tiles, but I just like having that bit of space. All this get deconstructed, yes. Automation, deconstruct. And then that's now just picking up everything. This pipe being up here, who cares? And this power wire we can get rid of. Yep, and then people can come in here and pick this up. And there's a puff prince up here. Dude, you are not breathing anything. Alright, that fixed my oxygen to the telescope. Yo. Now I got liquid oxygen coming back. Yeah, it lost another 20 degrees. Even running through ceramic. This is all ceramic, but I gotta use insulated pipe for hydrogen. Hopefully I can make enough of it. Yeah, so we'll let that cycle for a bit. Ooh, my research done? Nope, almost. Oh, yeah, it's losing 50 degrees, or gaining 50 degrees across this entire pipe section, even through ceramic, which is awful. This turned into a bunch of spaghetti. Normally I make my storage tanks bigger, but I knew that I was going to be short on supercoolant, so I wanted to make the loop as small as possible. You should be making it, right? I have... liquids. Supercoolant, 700 kilograms. Alright, let's up the priority and get that pumped in. It's going to take a long time to get this hydrogen down to temperature. And automation-wise, this is just directly controlling these gas shutoffs, because if you control them at the vent, then you can end up with broken pipes behind the vent. Anybody delivering supercoolant? Yep, Ellie. Ellie's always delivering. Oh. No, that should work. Why do you not have any power? Oh, because that was the end of the day. Yeah, I plugged that into solar because it was close by, so I gotta wait. And now this will occasionally go in good chunk. As soon as we see the light come back on, we should start to see that bumping. 30, 40. Come on, now you should pump. There you go. Alright, we're gonna disconnect that right now. Don't need a huge amount of supercoolant in there, I just like having a couple of packets in reserve. Perfect. Alright, can I mop this? Yes. That way I don't waste any supercoolant. Wait for my dupes to get there and mop that before I deconstruct anything else. Oh, did you overheat? Yes. And the reason you're overheating is you're trying to cool down stuff up here that no longer needs to be cooled. So let's convert all of these over to insulated. Because this would inadvertently try to cool down the regolith while attempting to cool down my space stuff that no longer needs cooling. But I don't want to make the pipes shorter because then the pipes will be the wrong length. Alright, good. Let's get rid of the background buildings because we don't need those. That way there's nothing to interface with. Ah, space material. Good stuff. There, now hydrogen coming through here shouldn't run into any issues. Oh, that's why. I accidentally destroyed a brick I shouldn't have. That's why it's too hot. There's no air in there anymore. Alright, let's bring the hydrogen back up here. Yep, that was my fault. Sure, take some tablets. What is that gas pipe for? Oh, that's left over from the oxygen. That we don't care about. So that now has regolith, but now we shouldn't be getting a huge spike in temperature. Which is good. Well, don't just deliver it, build it. I don't know if dupes can go down that ladder. I thought for some reason they could go through those, but apparently they can't. So let's do that. Someone building this? Yes. Alright, that's been mopped. And the big save. Alright, we're up to our second tile of oxygen. How's that doing? 2 degrees. We've gotten 2 degrees back. Come on, you're almost there. There we go. Yeah, tough to cool down something that's in a vacuum. Now I guess it thinks there is a little bit of oxygen in there. There we go. Probably don't need 20 kilos in there, but that's the vent I had. Let me just turn that off. Yeah, 4 kilos should be fine. Come out 38 and grabbing a bunch of heat, so we're good. I'm just waiting for this to get down to temperature. Looks like hydrogen needs to get down to 252. And we kind of want to sneak up on hydrogen or it'll end up freezing the entire thing, which is bad. Yeah, this close mission is already almost back. What do I have it grabbing? It's grabbing isoresin. That's why I'm doing it. Because I need insulation. In fact, how am I doing? Insulation for forever. 700 units still. Thermium, I should be good on thermium now. Manufactured 3 tons. Could probably make more. These guys are running flat out. deciding whether or not I want to toss on the third steam turbine. So really, once they get caught up on the wolframite, and we've got some wine. I'll just leave them for a bit, see if they start getting too hot. Yep. And it's already gone. Sweet. No, that was it not recognizing it. Crap. One of those weird bugs where meteorites come in, all of a sudden it loses. It loses visibility, so it then closes the door again. That sucked. What do I got? 75 kilograms isoresin. The rest of it's, who cares? Oh, we got liquid hydrogen. Right now I just have it going through this loop just to start pre-chilling it. So all it's doing is coming into here and dumping right back down. But even though you're supposed to be at negative 253, you're still occasionally getting below that. So it's flashing and coming back around. Yep, see a bunch more just flashed. Pressure came down, pressure came back up. Yeah, it just takes a while to stabilize. Yeah, sucked in all of this hydrogen, so I can get rid of this pipe again. Hopefully I won't need it a third time. Alright, and taken off in a meteor storm. Of course, every time. Just gets a perfect shot through the door. Alright, well I think we'll call that good for now. We just got some liquid hydrogen going. So next time I'll hopefully be getting some hydrogen cargo ships going, and I can clean up this entire map. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.